How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. We're back with another episode of Rescue Rangers as we complete our Europa Cup Group E league stage with an away tie against Bursaspor. And obviously, given the last game against West Ham losing 2-1 at home, it puts us in a position where we need to avoid defeat tonight. A draw and a Shakhtar win against West Ham, and we would be through with the superior performance or results against Shakhtar. I'm pretty sure that is how it works, isn't it? Where are we for the rules? Not the playoffs. We want the group stage. Does it matter what group? It doesn't differ between groups for the rules. Results between teams is the first one. So given the fact we've drawn and beaten Shakhtar, all we have to do tonight is avoid defeat, and regardless of what happens in the other fixture, we will find ourselves through to the knockout stages, which will be pretty good. Now, as you can see from the league, we are 6 points clear of Celtic, although Celtic now have a game in hand. Given the defeat that they suffered at the hands of ourselves, we now have that little bit of a buffer. In terms of the league, there were a couple of games played, 3 games in fact, another 3 wins for us. A 1-0 win away from home against Ross County. Martin Waghorn scored in the 49th minute. In control of the game, really, in terms of the chances. It was a professional performance. The players did well. Vincent Sasso with 8.6. I felt that Scott Fox had an outstanding game for them. He had a load of saves. So how he got 6.9, I don't know. I don't know where that rating came from. Then 2-1 at home to Dundee. Very, very close to drawing. Barry Mackay with a penalty in the 90th minute. Again, another game you can see from the attempts at target. We were absolutely all over Dundee. Once again, the goalkeeper, Scott Bain here this time, was thwarting us at almost every attempt. Then Butner gave away a penalty. I was about to sub him anyway, and then he gave away the penalty, so he got subbed after. And then we won a penalty in the last minute. Darren O'Dea bringing down Barry Mackay through on goal in the box with a glorious chance to score. O'Dea takes him out from behind and gets a yellow. I don't understand why he didn't get a red card. I mean, what happened to that rule about, clear goal scoring opportunity, last man, all that kind of stuff? It doesn't seem to have any kind of relevance anymore. And then a nice 3-0 win at home to Motherwell, scoring 2 of our goals before the red card anyway. So I bet this was Alan Newlands. Yeah, it was Alan Newlands. He always gives out a bunch of cards in Scotland. Martin Waghorn with the double, picking up the man of the match. And I tried playing Joe Dodu and Jack Harper here just to give Rudden a bit of a break, because it's a long season for a kid like that where the expectation starts to weigh him down, and he hasn't scored for a number of games now. Rotated a little bit, and we came away with a 3-0 win. Tom Lawrence scoring off the bench, and again pretty comfortable in terms of possession and shots at goal. So things are going okay in the league, and hopefully tonight we'll be able to get ourselves through into the next stage of the Europa League. Now, West Ham are at home to Shakhtar. They'll probably want to get their 100% win record out of this group, which then means it doesn't matter what happens for us. But let's take care of ourselves first and worry about the other results later. Although I probably will actually have the latest scores up at the same time. So Bursaspor looks like they're going to play a kind of 4-3-3 formation there, or a 4-4-2 diamond actually, is it? It probably is. So it's going to work out for us with our defensive midfielder to take them out of the game. 2 centre backs. They're not really playing anyone in the wide areas, so our wing backs will be more attacking than anything else. So I'm fairly comfortable with our usual formation. A couple of suspensions tonight. We've got Butner suspended, and also, maybe more importantly, Jordan Rossiter suspended, so Matt Crooks is going to get another run out in Europe. To be honest, he hasn't let me down when he's played. 7.35 average rating, 3 goals in 11 starts and 5 sub appearances, pretty good. And he's doing well in training still. His stats are increasing, and he does want more game time. He's already said he wants that, so happy to give him it today over Lewis Thompson. Lewis Thompson's not quite as comfortable in the defensive midfield position, despite having the kind of better ratings, although he hasn't played that well either. I really thought he would have done better in the opportunities he's been given this season, but they've been limited thanks to Benasser. And again, I've been asked about whether I want to make the deal permanent. I really would, and I think if we get a decent amount of transfer fees next year, I will be making an approach to Arsenal to try and sign him. But anyway, that is the team. We still are missing Joe Garner, Zach Clough through injury, as I already mentioned, Burton and roster suspension. Sasso still isn't registered to play. So that's how things stand, and let's get on with the game and see whether we can get ourselves through to the knockout stages. And then it really is just down to the luck of the draw, and who you get, and you know, being smart enough to play the right way away from home as well as at home. You know, it's very, very different from the leagues. Let's have a look at our instructions. So they're actually going 4-4-2, which again I don't see a massive problem for our formation. Matt Crooks maybe doesn't need to watch anyone man marking wise, unless Batala is going to come forward a little bit more in that position. Wow, that's a great reaction from the players. We just need a point, go out there and get it. Just fell flat in his face. Right, this is decent enough team talk. Let's get the game underway, and let's see how things fare today. We do have the league up at the moment. That's probably better than just having the result there. I think West Ham will probably win that game. They've been too strong in this league. We nearly caused a little bit of a blip in their record in the last game at Ibrox, but just that bit of class from Zahavi telling in the end, and you know, his 2 goals gave them the 3 points. As Wallace gets the ball wide left, played in, and that was a good chance there for Waghorn. If he had just managed to get in ahead of the defender, he could have slotted that in at the near post. And the corner will now come in from Barry Mackay, headed clear. Rudden will come out and collect the ball. So I have gone back with Rudden for today after having a little bit of a break. He did do well against Bursaspor in the last game. Did he score 2 goals against them or 1? I can't remember now, but he certainly did score. As we now start to build another chance here, Benasser, Rudden losing out to Fatty, playing it forward, Cooper cutting out the ball, Batala, the danger man, playing it through now to Yilmaz, back over to Rebic, and he just easily loses the ball there to Cooper, who just fires it up the park. Not really any need to give away the ball like that there. I'm sure he could have found a pass somewhere. And now Serkan progressing, Rebic back out to Serkan, inside to Batala, not really being picked up there by Benasser, and maybe that's something I'll look to get him to do. As Serkan in the box, that is not a good start. Yildirim with the, well, I mean, it was a pretty spectacular effort, to be honest. Regatin playing it into Batala, Tavernier not picking up his man Serkan Yildirim, is that his name? Yeah. Lovely finish, but that's not a good start for us. I'm going to tell Benasser to mark tighter on Batala, and I don't know whether we need to change the control. I think it's probably okay. Just really now need to keep an eye on Shakhtar in London. I mean, we shouldn't really be saying we're okay losing a game if we're still going through. I'm not okay losing a game. I do want to win, but it's whether or not we push everything forward at this stage. Run in the box. Waghorn, surely he does, and we're back in the game. And that just goes to show you sometimes don't have to change things around too much. I'm pleasantly surprised from Waghorn this season. That's him at 12 goals now. I really did think, kind of similar to Football Manager 2016, when you get into the top division, he wouldn't be able to step up, but he's managed to get a decent number of goals, and he picks up there from the really a poacher's kind of chance, isn't it? And we're back in it now, and not bad at all. So we have the point we need. If we can get another goal here, that would be excellent. Crooks, and oh, that was a really good chance for Matt Crooks there. Really good, nice move. He's taken the gamble and made the run beyond the strikers, and just not able to squeeze the ball in at the near post. Is this on extended? Oh, it's on key. Sorry guys. That should have been on extended. I was wondering why there was really not many highlights to speak of. I just wanted to see whether or not Batala is being tracked closely by Benasser, and kind of cutting him out of the game, because that was the kind of area I really wanted to see us improve with. As Wallace gets into the box, I thought I was heading into the top corner there. Unlucky from the captain. And really, despite the early setback, we've been in control of this game. Right, we'll go with that. I'm not going to go through every single player. It looks as though it's still a draw in London at the moment. So Shakhtar aren't doing their end of the bargain to try and get through. And as things stand, we will be through. But I do expect West Ham to actually score there at some point. But it's more about whether we can get the win. And certainly, as the way the game's going now, 61% possession, more chances. I'd like to think, oh, there we go, West Ham have scored and are now sitting pretty at the top with 18 points from a possible 18, and Shakhtar will be going out and we'll be going through as Rudden gets it in the box. Surely can finish. Rudden does it, and yeah, that's good going. Rudden on his 12th of the season. Now I say 12th, he did have a number of goals for the youth team, playing in the Betfred Cup, or not the Betfred Cup, it was the Iron Brew Cup. Cool finish from him there, and it puts us 2-1 in front. It's been a good European campaign. You know, it's probably as well as I could have hoped when the draw was made. Wins against Bursaspor, Shakhtar at home, and a draw against Shakhtar away, and potentially a win here. Really, it's just been the two losses against West Ham that just stumped us a bit. But I'm sure if we had the TV money West Ham had, then we would have been able to take them. Tavernier to Waghorn, knocked down. Crowley skies it. That was a really good chance there. Right, free kick now. Batala takes a knock off the wall, goes out for a corner, and that's only their second shot at goal since the goal in the second minute, as Batala takes the resulting corner headed away by Crooks. Now I've told players to be outside the area. I'm not sure why they weren't there at the corner. Batala in the box here, and the cross will just go out for a goal kick, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. Again, not really any great urgency to change things around. I may look to give Scott Gray a bit of a run out later on in the game, give him a bit of European experience. Just depends how things go, as the goal scorer Serkan tries to pick a man out. Wallace cuts it out. Crowley, and it goes wide looking for Waghorn. Back to Crowley once more. Space starting to open up a little bit more on the right if we can just move the ball out that way. Crowley now finds Benacer. Mackay on the turn, just over the bar. To be honest, it was probably too central. I think the keeper would have had that covered if it had gone on target. But certainly a fizzing shot from Mackay as trying to get that third goal just to cement our position in this game. Waghorn on the right. Oh dear, Martin, what are you doing? I mean, it's one thing to not be comfortable on your weaker foot, but to then try a shot from there on your weaker foot, you really didn't need to do that. We don't need to be pressing to try and get goals that much. But you know what? 10 points from 6 games is not bad at all if we can see this out. The game isn't over by any stretch of imagination as Crooks loses out to Nichid. Mackay now on the ball for Waghorn. Rudden looking to break that line. Waghorn feeds it through. Rudden with the effort. 3-1. Zach Rudden loves playing Bursaspor. So that's his second of the game here. And if he did score 2 in the other game, that's some return for the youngster. What a season he's having. As we see from the replay here, Waghorn, rather than shooting this time, threading the ball through. First time effort from Rudden. Goalkeeper, well, sprawling out of control really. Very, very pleased with the way this game has turned out. Given the start, it would have been fairly easy for me to overreact to it, to change the formation, to just go overload right from the start. But we've stuck to our guns, and we're coming through this now with flying colours. And yeah, I might change things around here. I might give Lewis Thompson a run out for Benacer. He's at 69% now. Certainly if we get a fourth goal here, I will do. Waghorn back to Crowley, wide to Wallace. 2 men on him, blocked. Crowley cannot stop Kanga from getting the ball. And now, could it be a break here for Bursaspor? They are coming forward. Nechid on the ball, closed down by Crowley. Zemanuel in the box, and Rebic gets the header, and that's disappointing. I was just about to make the change. I'm not so sure I want to do that now, as shouldn't really have let the cross come in there, to be honest, and Cooper just being beaten in the air, not really acceptable from the centre back there. He didn't look very pleased with it, but he shouldn't have been pleased with his own performance. But it's still West Ham winning in London. As far as going through is concerned, I think that's done and dusted. But I do want to win this game. I don't want to let it slip. Crook's effort gets deflected for the corner kick. I'm just gonna. Do you know what? I'm just gonna bring on Lewis Thompson. Barry Mackay also bring him off for Tom Lawrence. And yeah, I'm not going to do Scott Gray, I don't think, at the moment. I'll just keep one sub just in case. I mean, you know, it's an extra £200,000 if you win the game, so it's actually quite important to win. So I really don't want to be taking too many chances. With 15 minutes to go, slender 1-0 lead here. 1-0, slender 1 goal lead. And maybe we can craft a chance. No, I'm not going to craft any chances from that. Serkan back to the goalkeeper, and that's the end of that highlight. So 10 minutes left. Still the same, I think, in London. 1-0 to West Ham. And Bursaspor look a little bit more up for this now. They do look as though they want to get back into the game and salvage some kind of dignity. They've got 1 point, so they're looking to double their points tally, and that was nearly it. Fotheringham coming off his line and not getting anywhere near the ball. Central defenders looking a little bit uncomfortable now, maybe just having some doubts after that second goal, but they're pushing forward, and now we've got space here. Waghorn inside to Lawrence. Rudden's looking for that hat-trick. It gets through to him. He plays it to Waghorn. Wow. That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. If that ends up costing me 200k, I'm not going to be pleased. I don't know why he didn't shoot. I don't know what he was trying to do, really. Now Bursaspor looking to get the chance. Tavernier with the header away. Now he's closing that down and he's leaving his man there. He's leaving Serkan unmarked, but they've not picked him out. Headed away. 3 players from us going for the ball there. Great organisation. Lawrence now surely Rudden this time. Will he get the hat-trick here? Rudden show Waghorn how to do it. He does. Hat-trick for young Zach Rudden, 17 years old, and he scored 3 goals away from home in Europe against Bursaspor. And Turkey's not an easy place to do it. Rather intimidating. Thought the chance had maybe gone there when he took it wide, but that is a cool finish from the youngster. And I tell you what, that is a great way to end your goal drought. 3 goals in a European match, fantastic, and that should be the 3 points secured. I'd bring him off if it was a home game for a standing ovation, because he's been absolutely fantastic. Waghorn once again showing how it's not done. And yep, that will be us. I will now move it back to Key. There's no real point in looking at anything here. The game has run its course. Rudden again with the ball in the box, dinks it in looking for Lawrence. It's a little bit too far. Tavernier in support of Lawrence, but he doesn't opt for him, loses out. And well, Bursaspor maybe have another chance here. Rebic coming forward. Crooks closes him down but doesn't put in the tackle, and in the end a rather tame finish ends up in the hands of Wes Fotheringham. And it's been a good performance, I'd say, apart from the first goal was a good finish. Second goal that we conceded was just poor defending from Cooper. But could we get a fifth here? Lawrence finds Rudden. Can Rudden turn provider into Lawrence? 5-2. What a way to round off this Europa group. And some of the youngsters in this team now starting to show that they're kind of gelling a bit more. Some of the performances here have been really good. Rudden and Lawrence showing a good understanding of one another, and that's a good first time finish from the Welshman. And 5-2, great way to finish this off. Looks like West Ham have actually scored another couple. They've absolutely romped this league. So I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't manage to beat them in the last game at Ibrox, but that is the end of this game. 5-2, fantastic performance. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that, because that was the only one that really talked about the performance being really good. And apart from missing a number of shots, we've dominated that game, and very, very, very pleased with that. Zach Rudden in particular, and I think actually Zach Rudden deserves a little bit of praising after that. Speak about, I was looking for interaction for some reason. You can tell I don't do this very often. Superb in front of goal last time, and there we go, 310k. We have now qualified for the knockout stages, and I'm not sure when the draw is made for it. Can we see when it's made? Stages, and then we want to look at first knockout round. It's in 4 days time, the 11th to the 12th, and by that point we'd have played Hibs, so afraid you're going to have to wait to see who we're going to play. Obviously I will be covering it as a live com game. As far as the league is concerned, I'm not going to do a game for a long time. I'm going to blitz through these and do a highlight reel of them. Yeah, actually, I do think the next game I'm going to do is going to be whoever we get in the Europa Cup first knockout round game, and all of these games here will be covered by a highlight episode. Yeah, wow, I'm really pleased with that. Really, really happy to have finished off the group in that way. As I say, it's not a bad record. Only 2 losses, both against a strong Premier League outfit who are still doing fairly well. They've dropped now to 7th, but you see, they're rich, they have loads of money. Just getting my excuses in. Anyway guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. Also appreciate reading your comments, and as ever, until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.